the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the FIU Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
As Jacksonville State's head coach told me before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25, they have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Jacksonville State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, it's Savage. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. The Gamecocks heading quickly to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the FIU Panthers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart.
Maybe a crease. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll try the left side. And he's dragged down.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Savage.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And they're able to get him on the ground. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. With the draw, it's Savage. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Sperry. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't. For the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The give on the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to throw. It's Moran. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain and the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Savage. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll give it to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Going to the running game. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Right back to him on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got his man to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Outside the pocket, lets it go. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And and they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man. It's Barry. The screen. He can go. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these...
Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, trusting your quarterback in these situations is huge, and you could tell they trusted him, and he delivered right before the half, the chance to take the lead and take all the momentum.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down the run of play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Penalties like that will just drive you nuts and ruin drives. Here comes 2nd and 14. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Absolutely center cut. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 10 team, the TCU Horned Frogs.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ollie, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
The Panthers head coach told me at halftime. He told me that their backup running back has shown up big time today. That's because the starter really taken a lot of hits early in this game. He's a little banged up here on the sideline, and I can see them continuing to work through some issues. The good news, though, they've got depth in the running back room, and that backup is showing up big time. I'll let you know how things continue to progress down here on the sideline. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
To the air, it's Berry. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Before they snap it on fourth down, we have a timeout call. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. FIU will line up to punt. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll move the tight end. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Under fire. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. There he goes. Smashes ahead. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Moran. Caught. Made a defender miss. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Lost to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will give them the lead. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ford International comes out to start this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
It's on target and complete, and they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. 3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Sperry. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB never saw the defender. He stared.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the give off the left side. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida International. They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Not going to give him a chance to make a play. The Florida International offense is back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Fires to the right. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, FIU!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're going to ride this running back. Got a little grass. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Moran. Throws to the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Savage. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Guys, here on the FIU sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little...
Breaks into the open. Just shedding tackles. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Steps away to find some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's Moran. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third is short. You're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
He's in open space downfield.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Gives it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now he's looking to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Fires quickly. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And the pummeling has started. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was closed down by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
To the air. It's Moran. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point of the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. They're working that left side. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. That is the exclamation point, and they remain perfect. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us.